Welcome back, everybody, to the 2028 NBA playoffs with the Aztecs. We are currently in a round 2 battle against the Dallas Mavericks, who are coming off a 7-game series back in round 1. We have played 6 total games so far. We're coming off a 19-point Game 1 victory over the Mavericks, and we are currently bolstering the top defense in the playoffs through these first 6 playoff games. Was not expecting this, but we have played very well, especially in the paint and just protecting the rim. Despite our offense being the 6th worst in the playoffs to this point, we still have the 3rd highest differential, only behind the 2-seed Pistons and the 8-seed Milwaukee Bucks. So we are a very similar team, I think, to Milwaukee, but they have a better offense than we do. Their defense is not that much better, but overall their offense is playing very well. And the only team that is really shooting better than we are the Pistons, who have yet to lose a playoff game. They swept the Hawks back in round 1, and they lead the Cavaliers right now 1-0. But now we're going to jump into at least games 2 and 3 against the Mavericks and see if they can kind of tie this series up, get back into it, and show what they can do. But we've seen guys like Kylan Moore and David Dennis and Jarris Walker especially play it very, very well. David Dennis gives us that kind of first half spark that we usually need to go into halftime with a slim lead of sorts. And then Kylan Moore, Jarris Walker, and Wise, and honestly too, have done a great job on defense in just protecting the rim, forcing tough shots, and not getting called for too many fouls. But now we're going to simcast the first half of Game 2 and jump into the 3rd and 4th quarters and see if Dallas can tie this series up at 1 game apiece. I did go in and adjust the Mavericks lineup to an 8-man rotation to take out a couple of their kind of lower tier bench players and to get players like Kyrie Irving and Jimmy Butler and Jeremy Sohan and Lively a lot more playing time in their starting 5. So we're going to see a different look for Dallas here the rest of the way. But here we go. Game 2 starts now. Dallas looks to reclaim a game and tie the series up at 1 game apiece as Game 2 tip-off is underway. And as I said, we're going to simcast the first half and see who leads after the opening couple quarters of play. We have played very well when we have brought in Jarris Walker into our starting 5 and Dylan Young as well. And despite losing Mark Williams, we have still been a very, very good defensive basketball team. But Mavericks in front early. Aztecs hanging around as we approach halftime. And Dallas is going to be in the lead 61-53. Let's watch the rest. We have seen the Aztecs play very well in the second halves of pretty much every playoff game to this point. Will that trend continue here in the second game of this round 2 series? Irving inside to Lively, who throws it down over Kylan Moore, and that will extend their lead to 10. Physical play here by David Dennis, but his shot's not going to go in. So Cole Anthony now back in the starting 5, it seems, for Dallas, as Irving's fast break jump shot is no good. Mavericks currently outboarding us by 9 through the first 2 quarters and change. Got to work on the glass and hopefully force a couple of nice missed shots. Here's a good look. John Cobb from on the arc, can't get it to go, and that's where he's kind of struggled so far in the playoffs. He has shot like 32% from downtown. It's not been his sweet spot when he shot very well from there in the regular season. Just got to keep getting him open looks and hope that he can get on track as Kyrie Irving's 3 is up and good after only a 31% shooting first half. He still has 16 points. The spin move, Kylan Moore, baseline with the reverse. They've only taken 38 shots to their 50. They have controlled the glass. They've controlled the tempo so far in this one. As Jimmy Butler lines up a 3 but can't connect, and David Dennis able to pull down that rebound. Open look again, and John Cobb around the rim and out. Ball's poked out And Butler leads the fast break. He's got a man open in the corner, and Anthony got the bounce off the window. Another good look for Cobb, and this time he's online. Off the screen, Sochan pulls the trigger, but it hits the back iron and comes out. Shot clock under 5. Dennis hands it off. Jarris Walker for 3, not going to go. He's shot like 64% so far in the playoffs. And especially from downtown, he's actually been pretty reliable. Just not that time. Now he's called for a foul. That'll put Sochan at the line, who is 0 for 3 from beyond the arc in Game 2 so far. The front end is up and good. And Sochan goes 2 for 2. Good pass out. John Cobb with back-to-back threes. And now he's hopefully catching fire. Back it down, Dylan Young, and Butler got the and one. The rookie can't believe it. A three-point play in response is capped off with the free throw. Good pass inside. John Cobb with our last 8 points on the offensive end. Over the top feed. Kylan Moore can't get to it, and Lively can pound it home once again. He's got 12 points on 83% shooting from the field. It's left for John Cobb. Another open look. He's 4 for his last 4 shot attempts. 11 points here in the quarter. And 20 on the day already after a 9-point first half. As Cole Anthony with the skyward finish. And Dallas still leads by 12. Over Lively. One-handed shot. Not going to go for Kylan Moore. Stepping back. Irving picks up his dribble. Leaves it for Lively. Flare pass out to Cole Anthony. He steps back. Pulls up. And the shot's no good. Cobb. Not this time. Rebound pulled in by Lively. So Dallas comes in, having been the best rebounding team in the league during the regular season. So expect a tough battle on the glass. I think we beat them out on the boards in Game 1. But so far in this one, that's not been the case. And Kyrie Irving, just like Steph Curry back in round 1, has been pretty just off-kilter on his jump shots. He's 5 for 15 so far in this one. Still has plenty of points, but we saw Steph Curry struggle. He's a veteran guard, of course, and so was Kyrie Irving, who's the better overall at this stage in his career, but has yet to really find his rhythm. And until he does, I think we will always have a chance to win. Downhill. And a physical finish for Kyrie. Downhill, and Cobb responds with the hoop and the harm. And he picks up Irving's 4th foul in the contest. John Cobb just willing us right now offensively, trying to keep us within arm's reach. And the free throw won't go for the 88% free throw shooter. Naz Reid now in for the Mavericks. He's going to be one of their first guys off the bench alongside Hardy. Cobb attacks the basket, blows by Irving for the score, and John Cobb is taking over here in the third. Shannon checks in and has his shot denied by Cobb. Man, he's been great so far in Game 2. Rozier and Connect on the court right now for Mexico City. Should not be seeing Connect for too much longer. He's not really a part of our rotation at this stage in the season. Now time winding down. Cobb has to make a move, and he gets inside, but can't finish the play. Sohan, contested shot, not going to go. Now a chance to close the gap to within 10. It's left outside, and Cobb can't bury it, but connect. Has the board tipped right to him, and Cobb slashes inside for the deuce. That'll cut their lead to 8. Whipped inside between two defenders. Little fires off the glass and left it short. Up ahead to Cobb. He's going to drive this, but Sohan blocks it back and gets it and goes the other way. Little hands it off. Sohan fades, but missed it. Just keep feeding Cobb. Or feed Kylan Moore behind the defense. Dallas wants to call timeout. Gotta be honest, so far Dallas has not followed the rotation that they had set up before this game coming in. The 3 goes for Shannon. That'll boost their lead back to 9. So Herder checks in for connects. Rozier stays in, drives, but can't lay it in for 2. James Wiseman also back on the court for the Aztecs. He has been the best, most efficient field goal shooter in the league here in the playoffs. As Lively back out, good pass to Naz Reid, who cannot connect from downtown. Rozier, backdoor. Herder, the extra pass, and Walker rattles home the trifecta. Good play, but the ball goes right through Naz Reid's hands, out of bounds. It'll be the Aztecs' ball. Pick and roll. Cobb keeps it himself and draws the foul on Daniel Gafford, who is now on the court, by the way, with Prosper. So they've already brought in like at least 5 players off their bench. Not sure what's going on there with their rotation being out of whack. But the free throws are good, and the gap is closing quickly for the Mavericks. In the post, and Gafford with a tough finish through the contacts. They've taken 10 more shots than we have. They've hit 6 more. Tough shots. No good for Cobb, but Wiseman, oh, I thought he had that. It goes the other way. 2-on-1. Easy bucket for Dallas. Pick and roll. Fed inside to Kylan Moore, just feasting on those kinds of play calls. Collier drives. It's snatched out of the air by Moore. And what a defensive player he already is in year number 1. What luck we had to get him. As John Cobb draws a foul, this time it goes against Naz Reid with 6.5 left in the quarter. He's already got 28. Front end, no good. Couple of uncharacteristic free throw misses here in this second half. But he goes 1 for 2. And they'll have the final shot of the third quarter, leading by 5. Ty Washington, no good. 84-89. We are right in the ball game here. Dallas trying to hold on to their lead and tie the series up. First play of the quarter, we go right up the court. Kylan Moore behind Naz Reid. And now it's a 1-score game. Ty Washington for 3. Can't get it to go. All the backups in right now for the Mavericks. Again, no idea why their lineup is not following what I had initially put in for them, but Here we are, not much I can do with only a quarter left to play as Naz Reid is fouled on the jam. Kylan Moore picks up his 3rd foul. And the free throw can make it a 2-score game once again. It's already a 2-score game, but it could make it a 6-point game if it's good, which it is. Dennis hands it off. Moore picked up by Reid. Through the contact, and Moore got the finish to go. Into a shot, and Shannon laces it from deep. And now Washington picks Dennis's pockets, our 10th turnover of the night. We average about 13 per game. As Washington drives and is fouled by Dennis. It's only his first. One more free throws coming up for the Dallas Mavericks. Backup's doing a pretty solid job holding on to this lead and actually trying to extend it. They've had 6 players come off their bench as Little is back in the game. Deep 3. No good from Kylan Moore. Tough shot for him. It's not his game. He can make those sometimes, but not always, as he blocks the shot on the other end from Ty Washington. Wiseman sets the pick, rolls inside, over the top feed. Little's too small to get to it. Now a mismatch for Daniel Gafford over Herder. Tough shot, good defense, but better offense. We call timeout, trailing by 9. John Cobb back on the court, gets a good look, and buries the triple. Man, he has been locked in since those first couple of missed shots to open the 3rd quarter. He has been on fire. All but 2 starters on the court. We got the big 3 of Dennis, Cobb, and Moore out there to probably finish the rest of this game. Collier out of a shot finds Naz Reid rolling to the rim. He's left wide open. Spotting up, and John Cobb misses his first shot in quite some time. Still work to do, trailing by 8 points. Good job by the Dallas offense to just stay in front here as Reid gets to work. Herder's too small, but does force a pass out, and it's going to be a 3-second violation on him. Wiseman behind Gafford again, assisted by David Dennis. Both teams right under 50% shooting from the field. And we're still right there, just a couple buckets away from having our first lead since the opening quarter of play. As Naz Reid misses the fadeaway shots. Now a chance with a 3 to perhaps make it a 1-score game. Dylan Young will let it loose, but it's not going to go. And Kyrie Irving checks in with the rebound. Gafford all the way up ahead with the tough finish through contact. Eyeball screen sets. Wiseman again. Pick and roll coverage by all teams, it seems, is not very good when watching. Not really sure how to fix that. But Mavericks call timeout, leading by 6. Still hanging on. Butler, Sohan, Anthony all back in. Irving's 3 won't go. Rebound pulled in by Jarris Walker. Moore has a mismatch and knocks down the pull-up J over Kyrie Irving, man. I just can't get over how good he is on offense. He can knock down threes, pull up jump shots, and he gets offensive rebounds, but Kyrie Irving finally back on the board. And every time we get the gap closed to within 5 or 4, the Mavericks have an answer. Here's Dylan Young with the trifecta in response. Great answer. And now could be a tight finish the rest of the way. Pick and roll, and Lively throws it down. Another open look. Dylan Young, no good, but more on the offensive glass, but he can't finish the putback. He usually makes those. Got to hit those kinds of shots down the stretch if we're going to come back and end up with a steal of a win here. Butler gets it to Lively again. More caught sleeping defensively. Rare sight for him on both ends. That's still an 8-point deficit. It's left on the outside and behind the arc. Cobb can't get it to go. He's only scored once or twice here in the fourth quarter. Still 4 to play, but gotta start to hit these shots. Irving's 3 no good. The door is still open. Mismatch inside. Moore calls for it. Draws a double. Still fires, and he got the bucket plus the foul. The third on Cole Anthony. Kylan Moore continues to show off those Anthony Davis comparisons. And his free throw is perfect. Aztecs move to a 2-3 defense, and Irving takes advantage with the triple. Wants to isolate. Blows by Irving, but Lively's right there to help on defense. He's blocked out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock. They'll stay with Mexico City. Good look. Dylan Young, though. Now, I think 1 for 4 here in the half from downtown. Quick 3 for Butler, which he cashes in from deep. And Dallas extends their lead back to 11. Aztecs running out of time. Good pass, and Kylan Moore throws it down again. Compared to game 1, we have seen Dallas hit more open shots, more good looks from 3. They've used more pick and rolls, and so far that has led them to this fairly comfortable late lead, and Sohan's going to add to it with the buckets. Nearly 120 points on the day for Dallas against the best defensive playoff team in the Aztecs, as Cobb has not really got going here in the fourth quarter, but Kylan Moore comes in for the offensive rebound. Under 2 minutes left to go. A couple of stops could give us a chance here. Kyrie Irving creates space, but misses the dagger 3. And if we go fast, we can still win this game. Got the ball for a bit too long here. Shot clock under 5. Dennis, though, hits the trifecta. That'll cut the lead by a third. It's not quite over. Irving fires over Cobb. Hand right there in his face. The shot's not going to go. Now we got to go quick. Open 3. Dylan Young with the 3 to cut their lead in half now. 115 to 118. Irving blows by Cobb. Young gets there in time to force the miss. A 3 can tie it up for the Aztecs. Screen by Walker. Cobb for the tie. It's no good. And we need one more stop. Can we get it? Irving inside the elbow with back-to-back misses. We have a second chance. It's got to be a 3. We lob it up instead, and we nearly turn the ball over, but Moore saves it from going out of bounds. Cobb pumps, drives, finishes, 1-point game, but now we have to foul with no shot clock left. It's going to be Irving the first time. That's the fourth against Dylan Young. Now one more foul to put Dallas in the bonus to close regulation. Butler inbounds to Cole Anthony. He's going to be the guy here in the clutch. The front end is no good. Front rim and out. We do have 2 timeouts left. We can advance the ball as Dallas leads by 2, and we have a chance to walk it off. We have clawed our way all the way back. And now in game 2, who do we call on late to go for the win or force overtime? Screen set by Moore. Cobb drives and forces overtime. Maybe. It's all tied up in 119. He blew by Kyrie Irving. And Dallas will have a chance to get one final shot off. He came off the screen, isolated, and drove to the rim. And now 1.2 seconds left. Dallas with one play to walk out of here with a win or head to overtime and see if the Aztecs can come back. Irving can't beat the buzzer. The 3 is no good. And we have free basketball on the way in game 2. Where have we seen this before when these two teams match up? Don't forget, it was 118 to 109 with about 2 minutes left to go. And we somehow came back and forced the extra period. But Jeremy Sohan puts Dallas back in front to open overtime. And he's got a free throw to boot as well. The free throw is going to drop in. But how about John Cobb, after a couple of missed fourth quarter shots, makes some big plays late. And Clutch Cobb is officially in the building once again. He does it in almost every close game we have, even when he's not playing his best. Walker comes up for the pick. Dennis inside. Soft touch off the window, but it's too much. Too strong. Irving, catch and shoot 3. Luckily missed it. Off the corner screen. Cobb drives over 3 defenders. The teardrop falls. Almost got the steal. Cole Anthony nearly got the and one afterwards. Now he's got a couple of free throw shots. He's only got 9 points. Obviously missed a very crucial free throw that gave us the chance to force overtime with only a 2-point bucket. But he does go 2 for 2 here. What is that lob? It goes off the backboard. Moore gets blocked on the second try, and Cobb can't lay it in amongst the trees. Strong drive. Butler with the and one finish. John Cobb not happy with the call. Butler is amped. And the free throw can extend their lead to 6. Which it does. Tight coverage on Cobb, and he will draw the foul on Kyrie, his 5th. One more and he's done for game 2. Mavericks have to be careful, but how about John Cobb, everybody? Having his best playoff game to date. This back-end free throw can give him 40 points in game 2, and it does. Now Lively rolls. Butler keeps it and cashes in from deep. He's got 20 points, 6 of those here in overtime. It's a 7-point game again. Dallas, once again, has a multi-score lead late in the ball game, and more free throws are on the way for John Cobb, and Kyrie Irving has fouled out. So Butler, Lively, Hardy have to all step up the rest of the way. The first one is up and good. Cobb goes 2 for 2 again. Here's a 3 for Derek Lively. Why is he taking that shot here in overtime? Not a good idea. The 5-point game. Dallas trying to avoid blowing their second straight late lead. Walker gets inside for the deuce. It's a 1-score game again. Shot clock counting down. Lively sets the screen. Anthony fires before he gets there. Lively is on the offensive glass for 2. A huge play, but we go right up ahead in response. Kylan Moore with 28 points. 22 of those inside the paint. He and Cobb both are trying to keep us in this game as best as they can. Flare play out for Hardy. His 3 rattles out. That could have put us to bed for good. 3-point game. Screen comes up from Moore. Cobb to tie it. It rattles out. Under a minute left to go. A stop here is crucial for our efforts as the lob is stolen away by Young off the hands of Derek Lively. Just couldn't get to it. We still have a chance. And we turn it over. Walker lost the handle. Stolen by Lively. Hardy slashes and got the layup to drop. 4 seconds separate the shot and game clock here late in overtime. And why did we just waste a timeout? I don't understand why the game does this. We're going to have to re-inbound the ball. Now we have no timeouts left to use to advance the ball if we get a stop or something after missed free throw in the next possession. But if we miss a shot here, the game's pretty much over. We trail by 5. Who do we go to again late in the game? Dennis lobs it. It's poked away, and Lively tracks it down. He is fouled. Just a bad idea from Dennis to throw it up for grabs. Lively misses the first. But guess what? No timeouts for the Aztecs to advance the ball. We have to go quick as he goes 0 for 2. Up ahead to Cobb. He finds Walker cutting inside. A big mistake by Cole Anthony. Again. And now a free throw can close it to within 2 points. Crowd not happy with the call, and Walker's free throw is good. We have to foul again. Dallas already in the bonus. Now it's Hardy taking these big crunch time free throws. The front end is no good. Dallas's free throws have been off targets in these late game situations. We have to go fast. But a 3 could force double overtime. A 2 is not going to cut it. You don't have to force anything here. Just find a good shot. Cobb, deep 3, no good. Lively pulls it down. And Dallas is going to walk out of here with a win. I cannot believe they gave us that many chances to win this game and we still couldn't do it. Dallas is lucky to walk out here with the win, I gotta say. Lively goes 1 for 2, but they hold on to win 136-132. And this round 2 series is tied up at 1 game apiece. Game 3 is going to have huge implications for the rest of this series. A crazy game 2 sees Kyrie Irving drop 26 points on 26 shots despite fouling out. He leads Dallas in scoring. Butler drops 20, 11, and 7 in the win. But Lively had a big day. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 8 for 10 shooting. Cobb, a playoff record for the team with 42 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists on 15 for 36 from the field. Kylan Moore played great, 28 and 14 with 4 blocks. 21 for Dylan Young, who went 7 for 11 here in this game. But we cannot come out on top. Another very close game, but they just played better. They hit just a few more shots, and despite their pretty bad free throw shooting down the stretch, they hang on to win. And now we have a pretty huge game 3. We're going to do the exact same thing. Sim the first half, watch the second half, and see who can go into part 3 of this round 2 series with a lead. The series heads to Mexico City, tied at 1 game each. Who can come out on top and take the lead into game 4? Let's find out. Tip-off is underway. Lively wins it this time. We saw them lead by 8 points in the first half of Game 2. What is in store in Game 3? Back and forth first quarter sees the Aztecs holding on by a thread, but the Mavericks take control here in the second quarter, and they will head to halftime with a sizable lead, 72 to 54, outscoring us by 20 points in the second quarter. We'll watch a little bit and see if we can come back in this game, but if not, we will head to Game 4 and jump in late if it is close. We'll watch the first 5 or so minutes and then decide from there what to take the rest of this series, as Irving's shot is no good to open the third quarter, and we give it right back. Sohan pokes away that pass, trying to find Kylan Moore below the rim. And now Cole Anthony drives inside. A 20-point lead for the Mavericks. Dennis up ahead. This time got it to Kylan Moore. His baseline shot is left short. And Lively takes it inside, going right around Cobb. A slow start for our defense here in this game. And now a really bad pass by Cobb that is airmailed into the bleachers. Off the screen. The 3 from Sohan's not going to drop in. Dylan Young pulls it down. David Dennis hands it off to Jarris Walker through the contact. Good play. Inside, behind Kylan Moore. Got it right through his hands. And Lively is playing very well these last couple of games. Little pick and roll setting up. Moore rolls inside and throws it down. We got to get some defensive stops to get back in this ballgame. Downhill, Lively throws up a shot, and it's no good. Kylan Moore pulls down the defensive rebound, but coughs it up, and Lively steals it back, goes up again and scores. Derek Lively with the bucket, our 12th turnover already. And the playoffs, as of right now, John Cobb is top 5. Only one player at this stage is scoring over 30 points per game, and that's Nikola Jokic over in Denver. High ball screen set. Dennis steps back and misses the jump shot. Corner screen sets. Irving. Deflected out of bounds. 1.2 on the clock. Good defensive play there by Kylan Moore. They'll have to force the shot out very quickly here. It's going to be a Lively jump shot, and it's good. Derek Lively puts the lead to 24 for Dallas. We might just want to send to the end here and see if Game 4 is going to be close at the end. More hop steps, but can't finish. We'll watch a couple more shots and then decide where to go. But so far, we have not looked very good, and now free throws are coming up for Kyrie Irving. I'm assuming he's also playing pretty well, given this sizable lead. As the first free throw is up and good. And Irving knocks down both. Up ahead, Cobb throws it down, plus he's fouled. Number 3 on Kyrie. Still plenty of basketball left. The free throw is going to go. Irving the screener, Lively rather, and he gets the ball inside for another jam. We cannot contain him. 16 points, 14 inside the paint. We trail by 25. Dallas is in full control here as we nearly turn the ball over. More spins, but Lively able to do a good job on defense until the foul. The bucket will count as well for the first overall pick. And the free throw is gonna drop, but I will sim ahead. If we close the gap, I'll jump in late. But I've got a feeling that we're probably gonna walk out of here with a loss, and Dallas will have won their second straight game and will take the lead for the first time in the series. And it looks like it is heading that way. We're just not putting stops together defensively. And Dallas is going to win this one. A dominant offensive display sees the Mavericks take Game 3, 137-119. And our defense is showing some cracks these last couple of games. We cannot go 0-2 here at home to start this series. We have to win Game 4 and even the series up again at 2. These last 2 games are honestly what I kind of expected from this series. So Game 1 was a pretty big surprise to me. But these last 2 games, I'm not really shocked all too much. 26-11 for Moore, 25-9 for Cobb. Neither guy shoots great, but neither guy shoots that poorly either, I don't think. Dennis, 16 points, 9 assists, 6 for 12 from the field. Nobody just shot well enough to win this game, and our defense was just not very good. 27 for Cole Anthony, 24 for Lively, and their top 3 players all shot 8 for 12 or better from the field. And despite a poor day from Butler, his teammates pick up his slack, and they shoot 57% on the way to a win. I mean, you're going to win those kinds of games like 95% of the time. So now we got Game 4, and this one can decide how the rest of this series unfolds. If we lose this game, we're probably not going to make it to the conference finals. If we win, then anything's up for grabs. So a crucial game right here, Game 4 of the conference semifinals. If we lose, Dallas has full control of the series after dropping the opening game. Here we go. And tip-off of Game 4 is once again won by the Mavericks. They're wearing their statement uniforms here in this one. And we're, of course, going to sim the first half and then take it from there. Aztecs trying to overcome back-to-back losses, but Dallas leads by 10 through one quarter. But Aztecs fighting back here in the second quarter, just like the Mavericks did in the last game. And so far, we have taken full control of the game and made it very close entering the second half. But Dallas retakes the lead to open the third quarter, 51-48. We'll sim a little bit more and jump in with maybe a quarter and change left to play. Fourth quarter action here in Game 4. Dallas leads by 3 at 72-69. Trying to go up 3-1 in the round 2 series. Aztecs trying to win a playoff home game once again and tie things up. But the bucket is good by Collier, and it's a 5-point game. Off the screen, Herter pulls the trigger, but his shot rattles out, and Gafford pulls it down. Robinson now in the game for Dallas. So, again, Dallas continues to use a lot of their bench players despite my adjustments to their rotation. And now Collier has a couple of free throws coming up. That's the first foul on Rozier. The front ends will drop in. Ty Washington checks out, it seems. And Shannon now in the game as Kylan Moore pulls down the missed free throw. He looks to be a bit tired out there, but gotta play our best players here in the fourth quarter and hopefully coming here with a win. Herter back to Moore, good pass, but he misses the shot. Up ahead, fast break triple, Nasir Little can't knock it down. Screen set by Wiseman. The triple drops in from David Dennis to cut their lead in half. Shannon cuts inside. Blocked by Wiseman. We've got numbers. Herter lobs it for Kylan Moore up ahead. 1-point ball game. Out of the corner comes Collier right into a layup, making plays here in the fourth. Screen comes over from Kylan Moore. Herter, bounce pass to him for the bucket off the window. Shannon steps into a three and cashes in. Dennis has it, lobs it up, Wiseman spinning skyward, and he throws it down off the alley-oop. Mavericks once again taking more shots than we are, which means they have a faster pace of play and likely less turnovers and more rebounds as another triple drops in. It's Collier from downtown this time. And just like back in Game 2, Dallas holding on to their lead with buckets in response, but our offense is picking up some steam here. Catch and shoots. Nasir Little now 0 for 2 here in the fourth. Moore stutter steps and has it rejected by Gafford, one of the best rim protectors in the league. Collier's pull-up rattles out, and Dennis pulls it down. Not really called his name too much here in these last couple of games. Had a pretty big Game 1 performance, but these last couple of games has not really been involved all too much. At the line, it's Kylan Moore who bricks the first one. Derek Lively back in for Dallas, as is Kyrie Irving and Cole Anthony and Jeremy Sohan. And Moore goes 1 for 2 at the line. Open three. Not going to go. And Lively gets the board tipped back to him. Moore and Wiseman both could not corral it. Jump shots. Good from Sohan. Cobb, Young, and Walker on the courts. Moore takes a rest. Good pass inside as Wiseman rocks the rim. Strong drive, and Cole Anthony is fouled on the take. Wiseman caught behind him, tried to help out, but it's called for the foul instead. And Cole Anthony so far has been honestly pretty horrible at the line in these late game opportunities. He bricks the front end and goes 1 for 2 more quickly back on the courts. Just over half the quarter left to play here in game 4. Dashes inside, right up into Lively, and it's Irving called for the foul instead. That's number 3 on him. Front end for Cobb. Silky smooth. And he goes 2 for 2. Cole Anthony has that one denied by Moore, but it stays with Dallas. Sohan has to shoot, but he can't connect, and a bucket here can put us back in front. High ball screen set by Moore. Cobb keeps it and leaves it in for 2. Butler got there late. That is not our first lead of the game. That is our first lead, though, in a bit. And we lead by a single one, 87-86. Lively comes up for the pick. Irving fires. No good. Rozier wants to drive. Keeps Sohan there on his hip and hits the layup. Lively rolls. Irving misses the pull-up 3. Now a chance to extend. Moore getting physical against Sohan. In the paint, goes up. No fouls called. Ball's tipped up to Butler. And a 3 could tie it up. Moore just 6 for 18 here in this game. 33% from the field. Probably his worst shooting day of the series. This playoff series, that is. As Lively pump fakes, got Walker up in the air. Good play. Out to Cobb. He's got a good look. Count it for the Cobweb. 22 on the day. 7 here in the 4th. Couple of nice moves. Cole Anthony with the tough bucket, man. What a play. He's got 15 points on 60% shooting. Inside. Walker fires over Sohan, but missed it. For the tie. Anthony hands it off. Irving fires and can't hit. Good box out there by Kylan Moore. Another close finish between these two teams. They are so well matched. It's a great playoff series so far. Who can make a couple of plays down the stretch to take game 4? Free throws on the way for Cobb, the first of which is no good. He has not been himself at the line these last couple of games. Goes 1 for 2 here. Still a 1-possession ball game. Downhill, physical play, and Sohan can tie the game with the free throw. The hoop and the harm. It goes against Jarris Walker. And the one-hander is up and good. It's 93 all, under 2.5 left to play. Could we be in store for another overtime game? Stay tuned for more. Here we go. David Dennis finally back on the courts for the Aztecs as Moore rolls inside. Really tough lay-in with Lively draped all over him. This crowd is on their feet. This arena is loud. The Sports Palace has come to life. Sohan comes off the pick, finds Lively, missing the dunk. He got blocked by the rim. Cobb drives, scores! 4-point game, Aztecs in control now. Can you guys tell that my voice is losing some muster behind it? Irving knocks it down. Are you kidding me? That was a 3, by the way. Foot not on the line. And it's still anybody's game down the stretch. Crunch time here in game 4. And Cobb wants the ball in his hands to make a play. He whips it inside to Kylan Moore. They keep linking up. Under a minute left to play now. Mavericks could use a bucket. Sohan reversing below the rim. He got it. He's got 21. And it's 98-99. Stars out to play here in this round 2 series as Cobb lost it. It's stolen away by Kyrie. Anthony all alone. Dallas jumps in front with 35.4 on the clock. A crucial mistake by Cobb. You don't see him make those very often late in games. Crowd on their feet here in the Palacio de los Deportes here in Mexico City. Big implications and stakes on the line for both teams here in the 2028 playoffs. Aztecs do not want to go down 3-1 here in the series. Dennis inside to Jarris Walker! A rim-rocking jam! And Dallas calls timeout with 16 seconds left to go. And because it's a 1-point game, any buckets can put them in the lead. Only free throws can tie it up at 101, and it has to be a miss and a make if they get 2 of them. So we're on defense here. Final play, perhaps, of the game. And Kyrie Irving wants the ball against John Cobb. The Stars face off. Irving misses the layup. And Walker is going to have free throws to put the game away. Irving wanted that matchup. We saw him burn John Cobb play after play a couple weeks ago in this exact same matchup. But now it's Cobb who gets the best of him late in this one in the playoffs. They still have 1 timeout. A free throw can win the game and force overtime if they happen to hit a 3 here. They've got 1 final chance. Under 3 seconds to go. Butler to Irving with the 3. No good! And the Aztecs hang on to win in game 4. We are once again tied. We head back to Dallas for game 5, tied at 2 games apiece. Both teams have now won a blowout game and won a close finish as well. What a series to this point. Mexico City earns a huge win once again behind 20+ from our star trio of John Cobb, Kylan Moore, and David Dennis. How about John Cobb, though, on defense here in this game? 3 steals, 3 blocks. He has really become that 2-way option that we knew he could be. Despite his defensive flaws the first couple years, I think he has been way better all year long than his first 2 years combined. And we get a huge victory. Only 21 for Sohan as their top scorer. Irving 5 for 12 only from the field. They saw Naz Reid go 0 for 6 here in this game. And Butler go 1 for 6. So a couple of back-to-back poor shooting days for Jimmy Butler. And now this could go either way these next couple of games. We'll see what happens there in part 3. But as we head into Game 5, what is happening in the rest of the NBA playoffs, these other 3 matchups. You've got Denver and Portland tied up 2 games apiece, just like us. In fact, every series in this second round is tied at 2 games each. No telling who the conference matchups are going to be. So it looks like the playoffs have kind of filtered out the right teams here, because we're seeing great competitive basketball across all 4 series in this second round. And we'll see what happens the rest of the way. We'll see if we can get to a Game 7 perhaps, which would be our first ever Game 7, obviously, here in our first ever playoff run. That would be its own episode for sure. So Games 5 and 6 coming your way next time. And we'll see if either of these 2 teams can win both of those games to punch their ticket to the conference finals. Dallas, of course, are the reigning champions, the reigning 3-peat title defenders. So they are a really good team even after they lost Luka Doncic, who joined the Clippers the year before last. So a very tight playoff here in 2028, but still a lot of basketball left to play. And that will do it here in this one, folks. What do you think? Who is going to come out on top, us or them? I'll see y'all next time. Please like the video, subscribe down below, leave your feedback in the comment section, and I'll see y'all in part 3. Take care and have a great day.